Captain Park Tae-ho stood at attention in the briefing room. His uniform was perfect. His boots were polished. His face showed nothing. Behind him, 3 members of his team waited in silence. They had served together for 5 years. They trusted each other with their lives. General Moon placed a holographic image on the table. It showed a woman with silver skin and violet eyes. She was beautiful in a strange way. Not human beautiful, something else entirely. "This is Princess Yuna of the Valorian Empire," the general said, "third daughter of Emperor Kang. She will be on Horizon 7 station for 3 months during peace negotiations. Your job is to keep her alive." Tae-ho studied the image. The princess looked cold. Her eyes held no warmth. Her mouth was a thin line. "Sir," Tae-ho said, "why does she need human guards?" "The Valorians have their own military." General Moon sighed. "Politics, Captain. The Valorians want to show trust in humanity. We want to prove we deserve that trust. This alliance matters. If it fails, we stand alone against the outer territories." Lieutenant Kim Do-hyun stepped forward. He was Tae-ho's second-in-command and oldest friend. "What should we expect from the princess, sir?" The general's face became serious. "Expect disrespect. The Valorians think humans are primitive, young, emotional. They see us as children playing at civilization. The princess will test you. She will insult you. She will push you to your limits." He looked at each soldier. "You will endure it. You will not react. The future of human-Valorian relations depends on this mission. Do you understand?" "Yes, sir," they answered together. Tae-ho felt something heavy settle in his chest. This was not a combat mission. This was something harder. He would have to control himself completely, no matter what happened. 3 days later, Tae-ho's team arrived at Horizon 7. The station floated in neutral space, far from any empire's territory. It was massive. Thousands of species lived and worked here. The air smelled strange. The lights were too bright. Everything felt wrong. They waited in the docking bay for 2 hours. The princess was late. Tae-ho stood perfectly still. His team followed his example. They did not complain. They did not shift their weight. They waited. Finally, a Valorian ship arrived. The door opened and Princess Yuna walked out. She was taller than Tae-ho expected. Her silver skin glowed softly under the station lights. Her violet eyes scanned the humans like they were insects. Behind her came 6 Valorian guards and 3 advisors. They all looked at Tae-ho's team with obvious disgust. Princess Yuna stopped in front of Tae-ho. She did not speak. She simply looked at him. Her eyes moved from his boots to his face. She was measuring him, finding him lacking. "You are the human captain," she said. Her voice was musical but cold. "Yes, Your Highness. Captain Park Tae-ho. My team and I are honored to serve you." She made a small sound. It might have been a laugh. "Honored? Yes. I am sure you are." She turned to her Valorian guards. "You are dismissed. Return to the homeworld." The guards looked shocked. One stepped forward. "Your Highness, we cannot leave you with these humans. Your father would not approve." Yuna's eyes flashed with anger. "My father sent me here to die in a corner of space no one cares about. I do not think he will mind who guards my body." She waved her hand. "Go. Now." The Valorian guards left. They did not look back. Tae-ho understood something then. The princess was not loved. She was not valued. She was a political tool, sent away because she did not matter. He felt a tiny spark of sympathy. He crushed it immediately. Sympathy would make him weak. He needed to be strong. "Captain," Princess Yuna said, "you will stand guard outside my quarters. You will begin now. You will not stop until I tell you." "Yes, Your Highness." He followed her through the station to her quarters. They were large and beautiful. She walked inside and closed the door in his face. Tae-ho stood guard. 1 hour passed, then 2, then 6. Do-hyun brought him water. Taiho refused it. The princess had not given him permission to drink. 8 hours passed. His legs ached, his back hurt, his stomach was empty. 10 hours, 11, 12. The door finally opened. Princess Yuna looked at him. Something flickered in her eyes. Surprise, maybe, or curiosity. "You are still here?" she said. "Yes, Your Highness." "You did not eat. You did not drink. You did not sit." "No, Your Highness." She studied him for a long moment. Then she said, "Come inside." He followed her into the quarters. She walked to a window and looked out at the stars. "I have another demand," she said. "Yes, Your Highness. I want your bed." Taiho blinked. "My bed, Your Highness? Valorians sleep on hard surfaces, but I wish to understand human weakness, your softness. I will take your bed. You will sleep on the floor of your quarters." It was ridiculous. It was insulting. It was clearly a test. "Of course, Your Highness," Taiho said. "I will have it moved immediately." Again, that flicker in her eyes. She had expected him to argue, to show anger. He gave her nothing. That night, Taiho slept on the cold metal floor of his quarters. His back ached from standing all day, his stomach was empty, but he did not complain. He did not even think about complaining. Do-hyun came to see him. His friend looked angry. "This is wrong," Do-hyun said. "She is treating you like an animal, like you are nothing." Taiho shook his head. "She is testing us. She wants to see if humans break. If we break, we fail. If we fail, humanity fails. Every human in the galaxy will be seen as weak because of us. So we just take it? We just suffer?" Taiho looked at his friend. "We endure. That is what humans do. We endure things that would destroy other species. That is our strength, not our weapons, not our ships. Our ability to keep going when everything tells us to stop." Do-hyun was quiet for a moment. Then he nodded. "Okay, Captain. We endure." Taiho lay back on the cold floor. Above him, somewhere in the station, Princess Yuna slept in his bed. She thought she was proving human weakness. She did not understand. She was proving human strength. And soon, she would learn the difference. 2 weeks passed on Horizon 7. Every day brought new tests, new demands, new humiliations. Princess Yuna made Taiho carry her luggage through the station. She made him taste her food before she ate it. She made him stand in the rain during an outdoor ceremony on the station's nature deck. Water poured down his face. His uniform was soaked. He did not move. He did not complain. Other species watched and whispered. They pointed at the human standing in the rain like a statue. Some laughed, some looked confused. Taiho ignored them all. But he was always watching, always listening. That was his real job. Protect the princess. Keep her alive. He noticed things about her. She barely ate. Her meals came back almost untouched. She rarely slept. He could see the exhaustion in her violet eyes, hidden behind her cold mask. She dismissed all her attendants, all her advisors. She was completely alone. Taiho did not understand why. She was a princess. She could have anything. Anyone. But she pushed everyone away. He also noticed how other Valorians treated her. They bowed, but their eyes held no respect. They spoke politely, but their words had edges. She was the third daughter, the unimportant one. The one sent away. On the 15th day, there was a formal dinner. Representatives from 12 species gathered in a great hall. Taiho stood behind Yuna's chair. His team was positioned around the room. They were always watching, always ready. The food was strange. The conversation was boring. Politics and trade and old arguments. Taiho kept his eyes on the crowd. Then the ambassador from the Krath Dominion stood up. He was a large creature with gray skin and 4 arms. His species had fought against humanity in the frontier wars. They had lost. They had not forgotten. "I find it amusing," the ambassador said loudly, "that the Valorian princess uses humans as pets, little guard dogs following her around. Do they do tricks? Do they fetch?" The room went quiet. Everyone looked at Tejo. He felt their eyes on him, waiting for him to react. To prove that humans were emotional, primitive, unable to control themselves. Tejo did nothing. His face was stone. His hands were still. But Princess Yuna stood up. Her silver skin seemed to glow brighter. Her violet eyes were sharp as knives. "These humans are under my protection," she said. Her voice was ice. "They serve me with honor and discipline. Insult them again and you insult me. Insult me again and you insult the Valorian Empire. Do you wish to start a war over your wounded pride, Ambassador?" The Krath ambassador sat down. He said nothing more. Tejo felt something strange in his chest. She had defended him. After 2 weeks of insults and tests and humiliations, she had defended him. He did not understand her at all. 3 days later, everything changed. Princess Yuna was walking through the station's commercial district. She wanted to see how other species lived and traded. Tejo walked beside her. Do-hyun and 2 others followed close behind. The attack came fast. 3 figures burst from the crowd. They wore black armor and carried plasma weapons. Assassins, professional ones. Tejo moved without thinking. His body took over, training and instinct. He grabbed Yuna and pulled her behind him. The first plasma bolt hit his shoulder. Pain exploded through his body, hot, burning. He ignored it. He pushed Yuna down and drew his weapon. 2 shots. 2 assassins fell. The third fired again. Tejo dodged left. The bolt missed his head by inches. He fired back. The third assassin dropped. It was over in 4 seconds. Tejo stood over the bodies. His shoulder was destroyed. Blood ran down his arm. The pain was incredible, but he did not fall. He turned to check on the princess. Yuna was on the ground, staring up at him. Her eyes were wide, shocked. He had never seen her look like that. "Are you hurt, Your Highness?" he asked. You were shot. Are you hurt?" "No, but you—" "Then I did my job." His vision was getting dark around the edges. Blood loss. He needed medical attention, but he would not fall. Not in front of her, not in front of everyone watching. Do-hyun grabbed him. "Captain, we need to get you to medical, now." Tejo let his friend lead him away. Behind him, he heard Yuna calling for her guards, calling for him. In the medical bay, the doctors worked on his shoulder. Valorian medicine was advanced. They could fix the damage, but it would take time. Yuna came to see him. She dismissed the doctors. Then she stood by his bed, looking down at him. "Why did you do that?" she asked. Her voice was different, softer, confused. "Do what, Your Highness?" "Take the shot. Step in front of me. You could have died." Tejo looked at her. "Because you are my responsibility. It is my duty to protect you. But I have treated you terribly. For 2 weeks I have treated you like you were nothing." Tejo was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "How you treat me does not change my duty. It does not change who I am. I am your guard. Your life matters more than mine. That is simple." Yuna's hands were shaking. He could see it. She was trying to hide it, but he could see. "It is not simple," she whispered. "Nothing about you is simple." She sat down beside his bed. She did not speak. She just sat there, looking at her hands. After a long time, Tejo said, "You should rest, Your Highness. You have not been sleeping well." Her head snapped up. "How do you know that?" "I notice things. It is my job to notice things." She stared at him. Then, slowly, something in her face changed. The cold mask cracked, just a little, just enough for him to see the exhaustion underneath, the loneliness. "May I stay here?" she asked. "Just for a while. I do not want to be alone right now. Taiho should have said no. He should have maintained distance, professional boundaries. Yes, Your Highness, he said. She stayed. They talked. About small things at first, the station, the food, the strange customs of other species. Then bigger things, her home, her family, her sisters who were important while she was forgotten. He listened. He did not judge. He did not offer advice. He just listened. When she finally left, many hours later, she stopped at the door. Thank you, Captain, she said, for saving my life, and for this. You do not need to thank me, Your Highness. Yes, I do. She left. The door closed behind her. Taiho lay in the dark medical bay. His shoulder hurt. His body was tired. But something else was happening. Something he had not expected. He was starting to understand her. And that was dangerous. 1 month had passed on Horizon 7. Taiho's shoulder had healed. The Valorian doctors did excellent work, but his mind was not at peace. Someone had sent those assassins. Someone with money and information. Someone who knew where the princess would be. That meant there was a traitor. Someone close to Yuna. Someone in her own delegation. Taiho increased security. He personally checked everyone who came near the princess. He read every message. He watched every face. He slept only 2 hours each night, sometimes less. Yuna noticed. You look terrible, she said one morning. They were in her quarters. She was reading reports. He was standing by the door. I am fine, Your Highness. You are lying. You have not slept. Your eyes are red. Your hands are shaking. Taiho looked at his hands. She was right. They were shaking slightly. He had not noticed. I need to find the traitor, he said. Until I do, you are in danger. So, you will kill yourself with exhaustion? That will not help me. I will rest when you are safe. Yuna stood up. She walked to him. Close. Too close. He could smell something like flowers and rain. I am ordering you to rest, she said. Your Highness. I am ordering you, Captain. Sleep. Eat. Take care of yourself. That is a command. Taiho wanted to argue. But he could not disobey a direct order. That would be unprofessional. Yes, Your Highness, she smiled. Just a little. The first smile he had ever seen from her. It changed her whole face. Good. And Captain, stop calling me Your Highness when we are alone. My name is Yuna. He did not know what to say to that, so he said nothing. That night, he tried to sleep. His mind would not stop. Who was the traitor? Lord Hayek, her senior advisor? He was ambitious. He wanted power. Lady Bora, her secretary? She was quiet. Too quiet. Always watching. There were too many possibilities. He needed more information. The next day, Do-yun came to him with news. I found something, Do-yun said. They were in a secure room. No one could hear them. Lord Hayuk has been sending encrypted messages. I cannot read them, but they go to the outer territories, to enemies of the Valorian Empire. Taiho felt cold anger in his chest. Are you certain? Yes. I traced the signals myself. He is the traitor. We need proof, solid proof. If we accuse him without evidence, it will be a political disaster. I can get proof. Give me 2 days. 1 day. We do not have time. Do-hyun nodded and left. Taiho went to find Yuna. She was in the station's garden, a beautiful place with plants from 100 worlds. She was sitting alone on a bench, looking at nothing. He sat beside her. He did not speak. He waited. Why do humans push yourselves so hard? She asked suddenly. You do not sleep. You do not rest. You work until your bodies break. Why? Taiho thought about the question. Because when we care about something, we do not know how to stop. We do not know how to give only part of ourselves. We give everything or nothing. That sounds exhausting. It is. but it is also who we are. Yuna was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Do you care about me, Captain? Or am I just a mission?" The question hit him like a punch. He did not know how to answer. He did not know what the truth was. "You are my responsibility," he said carefully. "Your safety matters to me." "That is not what I asked." He looked at her. Her violet eyes were searching his face, looking for something. "Yes," he said, "I care about you, more than I should." She looked away, her hands twisted in her lap. "You should not," she said. "I am not worth it. I am the forgotten daughter, the expendable one. My father sent me here because he does not care if I live or die. If the assassins had succeeded, he would have used my death for political advantage." Nothing more. Taiho felt anger rise in his chest, real anger, not at her family, at anyone who made her believe she was worthless. "Your father is wrong," he said. "You are not expendable. Not to your people. Not to this alliance." He paused. "Not to me." She looked at him again. Her eyes were wet. She blinked the tears away quickly. "You barely know me," she whispered. "I know enough." The moment stretched between them. Something was changing, something important. Taiho could feel it. Then his communicator buzzed. Do-Yun's voice came through. "Captain, Lord Hyuk knows we are watching him. He is making a move. Now." Taiho stood up instantly. "Where?" "He is heading to the princess's quarters. He has a weapon." Taiho grabbed Yuna's hand. "Come with me. Stay close." They ran through the station. Taiho's heart was pounding. Not from the running, from fear. Fear for her. They reached her quarters just as Lord Hyuk was coming out. He saw them, his face twisted with rage. He pulled a plasma pistol from his robe. "Stop right there," he said. "Both of you." Taiho pushed Yuna behind him. Again, always behind him. "Lord Hyuk," Taiho said calmly, "put down the weapon." "Why? So you can arrest me? Send me back to the homeworld in disgrace?" He laughed bitterly. "I was promised power, a seat on the High Council. All I had to do was remove this worthless girl. No one would have missed her." Yuna made a small sound behind Taiho. Pain. He heard it clearly. "She is not worthless," Taiho said. His voice was ice. "She is worth more than you will ever understand." Lord Hyuk aimed the pistol at Taiho. "Move aside, human. This is not your fight. Everything about her is my fight." He started walking forward, slowly, steadily, toward the gun. "Stop! I will shoot you." "Then shoot me." Lord Hyuk's hand was shaking. Taiho kept walking, closer, closer. "I will do it! I will kill you!" "No, you will not." Taiho was close now, very close. He could see the fear in Lord Hyuk's eyes. The man was a politician, not a killer. He could plan murder. He could not commit it himself. Taiho moved fast. His hand grabbed the pistol. He twisted it away. His other hand struck Lord Hyuk's throat. The man collapsed, gasping for air. It was over. Do-Yun and the others arrived seconds later. They took Lord Hyuk away. He would face justice, Valorian justice. Taiho turned to Yuna. She was standing very still. Her face was pale. "Are you hurt?" he asked. She shook her head. Then she walked to him and put her arms around him. She held him tight. Her body was shaking. "He was right," she whispered. "No one would have missed me." Taiho held her, gently, carefully. "I would have missed you," he said. "I would have missed you every day for the rest of my life." She cried then, really cried. All the pain and loneliness and fear came out at once. He held her through all of it. He said nothing. His presence was enough. When she finally stopped, she looked up at him. "Thank you," she said, "for everything." "You do not need to thank me." "Yes, I do, and I will every day, for as long as you let me." He did not know what to say, so he just held her tighter. The threat was gone. She was safe, but they both knew this was just the beginning. 2 months had passed on Horizon 7. The assassination attempts had stopped. Lord Hayek was gone. The political situation was calm. For the first time since the mission began, Tai-Ho could breathe. But he could not relax. Because something else was happening. Something he had not planned for. He was falling in love with Yuna. It had happened slowly, day by day, conversation by conversation. He had seen behind her cold mask. He had seen the lonely woman underneath, the woman who laughed at his bad jokes, who asked endless questions about Earth and humanity, who looked at him with those violet eyes like he was the most interesting thing in the universe. He knew it was wrong. She was a princess. He was a soldier. There was no future for them. But his heart did not care about logic. His heart only knew what it wanted. Yuna felt it too. He could see it, the way she stood closer to him now. The way she touched his arm when she talked, the way she smiled when he entered a room. They never spoke about it, but they both knew. Then the message came. It arrived on a quiet morning. Yuna was in her quarters. Tai-Ho was with her. They were talking about nothing important, comfortable, easy. Her communicator beeped. She read the message. Her face went white. "What is it?" Tai-Ho asked. She did not answer. She just handed him the communicator. He read the message. It was from the Valorian High Council. Yuna was ordered to return home immediately. She would marry Lord Tajan, a powerful noble from a rival family. The marriage would secure a political alliance. It was not a request. It was a command. Tai-Ho felt something cold spread through his chest. "When?" "1 week. A ship is coming to take me home. And you have no choice?" She laughed bitterly. "Choice? I am a princess, Tai-Ho. I have never had a choice, not about anything, not about where I go or what I do or who I marry. I am a tool, I am property, I am whatever my family needs me to be." She stood up and walked to the window. Her back was stiff. Her hands were fists. "Lord Taejun is 50 years older than me. He has had 3 wives. They all died under mysterious circumstances. He wants me because I am young, and because the alliance will make him more powerful. He does not care about me. He will never care about me." Tai-Ho wanted to go to her, to hold her, but he stayed where he was. "There must be something you can do," he said. "Someone you can talk to." "There is no one. My father wants this alliance. My mother cannot stop him. My sisters do not care." She turned to face him. Her eyes were dry but full of pain. "This is my life, Tai-Ho. This has always been my life. I was foolish to think it could be different." She put her cold mask back on. He watched her do it, watched her hide all her pain and fear behind that empty face. It hurt him to see it. That night, Tai-Ho could not sleep. He lay on his bed and stared at the ceiling. 1 week. He had 1 week left with her, then she would be gone forever. Married to a man who would treat her like an object, trapped in a life she did not want. He could not accept it. But what could he do? He was just a human soldier. He had no power here, no influence. The next morning, Yuna found him in the hallway outside her quarters. "I have a request," she said. Her voice was formal again, distant. "Yes, Your Highness." She flinched at the title. Then she straightened her shoulders. "I want to experience a human night before I go back. I want to know what it feels like to live like a human, real food, real music, real connection. Will you do this for me?" Tai-Ho looked at her. She was trying so hard to be strong, but he could see the desperation underneath. "Yes," he said. "I will arrange it." That evening, Tai-Ho transformed one of the station's small private rooms. He called his team to help. Do-Yun brought food from the human district. Real Korean food. rice and meat and vegetables and soup. Another team member brought music, old Earth songs, things Taiho remembered from his childhood. When Yuna arrived, she stopped in the doorway. Her eyes went wide. "What is this?" she whispered. "A human night," Taiho said. "Like you asked." She walked in slowly. She looked at everything, the food on the table, the soft music playing, the warm lights. Taiho's team was there, smiling at her, not bowing, not being formal, just smiling like she was a friend. "I do not understand," she said. "This is for me?" Do-hyun laughed. "Of course it is for you. You are leaving soon. We wanted to give you something to remember us by." "Something good," another team member added. "Not all the bad stuff from before." Yuna looked at Taiho. He saw tears in her eyes. She blinked them away. "Thank you," she said. "All of you. Thank you." They ate together. Yuna tried everything. She loved the soup. She made a face at the kimchi but ate it anyway. She laughed when Do-hyun told stories about their missions. She asked questions about Earth and their families and their lives. She was happy, really happy, for the first time since Taiho had known her. Later, when the others had gone, Yuna and Taiho sat alone. The music was still playing, soft and slow. "Why do humans fight so hard for things like freedom?" she asked. "For choice. Other species accept their roles. They do what they are told. But humans always struggle, always push. Why?" Taiho thought about the question. "Because a life without choice is not really living. It is just existing, waiting to die." He looked at her. "Everyone deserves to decide their own path, even princesses." She smiled sadly. "I wish I had been born human." "No, you do not. Humans are loud and messy and emotional. We make terrible decisions. We break things constantly. But you are free. Sometimes, when we fight for it." She was quiet for a long time. Then she leaned toward him. Close. Her face was inches from his. "In Valorian culture," she said softly, "there is a bonding gesture. It is more than a human kiss. It means everything. Trust, connection, promise. Yuna, I know you will not come with me. I know this changes nothing. But I want you to know how I feel. I need you to know." She kissed him. Soft, gentle, full of everything she could not say. He felt it through his whole body, not just physical, something deeper. When she pulled away, she looked afraid, like she had made a mistake. Taiho pulled her back. He kissed her again. Longer this time, harder. All the feelings he had been hiding came out at once. All the love he had tried to deny. When they finally separated, they were both breathing fast. "Stay with me tonight," she whispered. "Please, I do not want to be alone." He should have said no. It was unprofessional. It was dangerous. "Yes," he said. That night she did not demand his bed. She asked to share it. He agreed. They held each other until morning, two people from different worlds, knowing they would soon be torn apart, holding on anyway, because that was what humans did. They loved even when it hurt. They held on even when they had to let go. The Valorian warship arrived on the 7th day. It was massive, dark metal and sharp edges. It hung in space outside Horizon 7 like a threat. Taiho watched it through the window of Yuna's quarters. His chest felt hollow, empty. This was it, the end. Yuna stood beside him. She was dressed in formal Valorian robes, silver and white, beautiful, cold. She looked like a princess again, not like the woman who had laughed with his team, who had held him through the night, who had kissed him like he was everything. "The ship is here," she said. Her voice was flat. "I know. Commander Ji-won is aboard. She will escort me home. I am told she is very efficient. Yuna, do not." She turned to face him. Her violet eyes were hard. Do not make this harder than it already is. I have to go. You know that. Fighting it will only cause pain. And going will not cause pain? She looked away. The pain is coming either way. At least this way, you will be safe. Your mission will be successful. Humanity will keep its alliance with the Empire. I do not care about the alliance. You should. Your people need it. Your species needs it. I am just one woman. I am not worth destroying everything your people have built. Taiho grabbed her hands, held them tight. You are worth everything to me. Her mask cracked. Just for a moment. He saw the fear and the love and the desperate hope underneath. Then she pulled away. I have to go. Commander Jiwan is waiting. She walked to the door, stopped, did not look back. Goodbye, Taiho. Thank you for making me feel like I mattered, even if it was only for a little while. She left. Taiho stood alone in the empty room. His hands were shaking. His heart was breaking. He had never felt pain like this. Not in battle. Not when his friends died. Nothing compared to this. He had a choice to make. Follow orders, let her go. Protect the alliance. That was the smart thing, the professional thing. Or he could fight. He could stand against a warship and a commander and an entire empire. For one woman, for one chance. It was not a difficult choice. He found Do Yun in the security office. Get the team together, Taiho said. Full weapons. We are going to the airlock. Do Yun stared at him. Captain, what are you doing? I am stopping her from leaving. That is insane. There are 20 Valorian soldiers on that ship. We are 4 humans. You will get us killed. Maybe. But I am going anyway. You do not have to come. Do Yun was quiet for a moment. Then he laughed. A real laugh. Of course I am coming. Someone has to watch your back while you do something stupid. The team gathered. 4 humans, 4 weapons. They walked to the airlock where the Valorian shuttle had docked. Yuna was already there. So was Commander Ji-Wan, and 20 armed Valorian soldiers. Commander Ji-Wan was tall and sharp. Her face looked like it had been carved from stone. She looked at Taiho like he was an insect. Captain Park, she said. I am here to collect Princess Yuna. Step aside. Taiho did not move. He stood directly in front of the airlock door, between Yuna and the shuttle. She does not want to go, he said. That is not your concern. Everything about her is my concern. Commander Jiwan's eyes narrowed. You are creating a diplomatic incident. The Valorian Empire will not forget this. Your people will suffer for your foolishness. Maybe, but I am not moving. Yuna stepped forward. Her face was pale. Taiho, stop, please. You will be killed. They will destroy you. Then they will have to destroy me. Because I am not letting you go to a life you do not want. I am not letting you marry a man who will treat you like property. I am not letting you give up your freedom because your family decided you do not deserve one. You cannot stop them. Watch me. Commander Jiwan made a signal. Her soldiers raised their weapons. 20 plasma rifles aimed at 4 humans. Last chance, Captain, the commander said. Move aside or die. Taiho did not move. Do-Hyun stepped up beside him. Then the other 2 team members. 4 humans against 20 Valorians. You are all fools, Commander Jiwan said. You will die for a woman who is not even your species. Why? What is she to you? Taiho looked at Yuna. She was crying, tears running down her silver cheeks. She is everything, he said. And that is what makes us human. We do not love with logic. We do not care only when it is safe. When we give our hearts to someone, we give everything. Our lives, our futures. Our last breath. He turned back to the commander. You can kill us, but you will have to kill us because we are not stepping aside. The moment stretched. No one moved. No one breathed. Then something unexpected happened. One of the Valorian delegates from the station stepped forward, then another, then three more. They stood beside the humans, facing the soldiers. "We stand with them," one said. "The princess should have a choice." Commander Jiwan looked shocked. "You are Valorians. You would stand against your own people?" "We are Valorians. That is why we stand. Because we have forgotten something important. The humans are reminding us what it looks like to fight for what matters." More people joined. Station workers, traders, diplomats from other species, dozens of people forming a wall between Yuna and the shuttle. Commander Jiwan's hand went to her weapon. Her soldiers looked uncertain. This was not what they had expected. This was not a simple extraction anymore. This was a statement. Then a transmission came through. A voice filled the airlock, clear and strong. "Commander Jiwan, stand down!" Everyone went still. Taiho recognized that voice. He had heard it in recordings. Empress Sora, Yuna's mother. "Your Majesty," Commander Jiwan said, "I am following the High Council's orders. I am overriding those orders. My daughter will not be forced into marriage. She will choose her own path." Commander Jiwan's face twisted. "Your Majesty, with respect, the Alliance will survive. It must survive. But not like this. Not by treating my daughter like currency to be traded." The Empress paused. "The humans have shown us something today. Something we forgot long ago. The strength of will, the power of choice, the courage to stand for what is right even when it costs everything. We should learn from them, not punish them." Yuna stepped forward. Her voice was shaking. "Mother?" "Yes, my daughter. I've been watching. I've been watching since you arrived on that station. I saw how they treated you, how he protected you, how he loved you." Another pause. "You are not expendable, Yuna. You never were. I should have told you that every day. I should have fought for you long ago. I am sorry I did not." Yuna was crying again. But different tears now. Relief. Hope. "You are free," the Empress said. "Choose your own life. Choose your own future." Commander Jiwan lowered her weapon. Her soldiers followed. The tension broke like a wave. Yuna turned to Taiho. She ran to him. She threw her arms around him. He held her tight, tighter than he had ever held anything. "You impossible man," she whispered. "You wonderful, impossible man. I told you I was not letting you go. You could have died. I know. You would have died for me. Yes." She pulled back and looked at his face. Her violet eyes were shining. "I love you," she said. "I love you, Taiho. I think I have loved you since you stood in the rain and did not complain. Since you gave me your bed without question. Since you took a plasma bolt to protect me. I love everything about you." He kissed her. In front of everyone. In front of Commander Jiwon and the soldiers and the delegates and his team. He did not care who saw. "I love you too," he said. "More than anything, more than my life." She smiled, a real smile, bright and warm. "Then we are both fools." "Yes, but at least we are fools together." 6 months later, Yuna became the Valorian ambassador to Earth. It was her choice, her path. She wanted to build bridges between their people, to show the galaxy that humans and Valorians could work together, could love each other. Taiho remained her guard and her partner. He stood beside her at diplomatic functions, slept beside her every night, loved her every day. The story spread across the galaxy. The human soldier who stood against an empire for love. Who would not move, who would not break, who showed the universe what humanity really was. Not primitive, not weak, not emotional without purpose, relentless, loyal, unbreakable. They guarded what they loved with everything they had, and they never let go.